Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Kelvin here. Here's a question. Dollar cost average versus lump sum investing. Which is the best investment strategy? If you listen to Warren Buffett Gong Gong, he says that you should DCA. But if you listen to Morningstar, they say lump sum investing usually wins. So how? So in this video, I will compare the performance between DCA and lump sum investing so that you know which is the best strategy to use and what big. But wait, that's not all. I will also share a better way to invest than just these two methods because thinking out of the box. But before I start, I would greatly appreciate it if you can help to tap the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so. In return, I will show you a monkey eating a strawberry. Alright, let's start right now. Okay, I'm pretty sure you already know what is dollar cost average and what is lump sum investing. But just in case you don't know, let me quickly share what are they so that you don't blur and don't know what I'm talking about. For lump sum investing, the moment you get the money, you invest them immediately. So think of it like you all in your money in the casino. Then for DCA, instead of investing your money immediately, you split the money into smaller pieces, then invest a bit over a time period. That time period is totally up to you. You want to DCA every month? Can, no problem. You want to DCA every Tuesday? Sure you can. So that is DCA and lump sum investing. Okay, here's something to remember. No matter whether you are lump sum investing or DCA, you still need to look at what you are investing in. If it's a good investment like Apple or Tesla, then DCA or lump sum will make sense. But if the investment is bad, then of course, no matter which method you use, you will confirm plus chop lose money. So it's super important to understand why the investment is crashing. If it's crashing because of macroeconomic factors, then it's alright because you know that when things recover, the investment can go back up. But if it's crashing because it's a bad stock or bad crypto, then may God bless you because DCA and lump sum investing will not save you. Okay, with that out of the way, let's compare DCA and lump sum investing on a good investment. In a study by Vanguard titled Dollar Cost Averaging Just Means Taking Risk Later, they compared between the two strategies across three markets, US, UK, and Australia. They found that over a long period of time, for all three markets, lump sum investing has outperformed DCA around 67% of the time. Basically, lump sum investing wins 2 out of 3 times. In another study by Of Dollars and Data, he also came to the same conclusion. He compared the two strategies from 1960 to 2018. Here, if the line is below 0%, lump sum investing wins. He found that 74% of the time, lump sum investing gave higher returns than DCA. Why is it like that? The answer is actually quite simple because over a long period of time, the market tends to go up because stonks. By investing immediately or lump sum invest, whenever you get the money, you will likely buy at a lower price. And because of that, your money will get to grow more when the market goes up. On the other hand, if you dollar cost average over the long term, because stocks tend to go up, you end up increasing your cost basis. And due to that, you will get lower returns than just lump sum investing. This is especially true when you look at past data. In the past 40 years, the market has given 30 positive returns. Basically, you have a 3 in 4 chance of ending up in the green. That's why lump sum investing wins DCA. Also, check this out. Okay, this is a little confusing because there's numbers everywhere. But basically, he found that for 1 month period, lump sum investing beats DCA by only 0.3%. Then for 3 months period, lump sum investing beats DCA by a little bit more. Same for the 6 months period, where lump sum beats DCA even more. Quick pause, let me talk about today's sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of online classes for all sorts of topics. They got tons of classes on personal finance, stock investing, and options trading. As you guys know, I'm always looking for ways to improve myself. And right now, I'm taking a class called Adobe Photoshop CC, Essentials Training Course by Daniel Scott. In this class, Daniel teaches everything you need to know about getting started with Photoshop. Stuff like masking anything, including hair, creating different visual styles, manipulate images, and even retouching photos like a real pro. So, because Skillshare is sponsoring this video, the first 1,000 people who use the link down below will get a 1 month free trial of Skillshare. In this 1 month, you can take dozens of these classes, from creativity to entrepreneur to improving your life. Sure, you'll get to support this channel, but more importantly, you'll get to learn tons of new stuff from Skillshare. With that being said, let's get back to the video. But why Warren Buffett Gong Gong tells me to DCA? Is it because he doesn't want me to outperform him? Just kidding, it's super hard to outperform him even if you try. His compounded annual return is 19% over the long term. But anyway, why does he suggest DCA instead? That's because lump sum investing only works when the market is going to the moon. Back to this chart. If you look at periods where DCA wins lump sum, it's always when the market is going down. For example, in 1973, DCA won because the market was going down during the Great Inflation. Or in 2000, there was the dot-com bubble. Same for the 2007 financial crisis. That's because if you lump sum invest, you might buy right at the peak. But when you DCA, when the market is going down, you will reduce your cost basis over time. Then, when the market eventually recovers, you will get a lower average price. Okay, here's the conclusion. Market up, lump sum investing wins because you bought at a lower price. When market is going down, dollar cost average is better because you avoid buying right at the top and you get to average down your cost basis. So, all is good, right? Well, yes, but no, because it's actually not that easy. We can only tell where the market is going when we look back in time. Like from 2009 to 2020, it was the best bull market ever. But at the same time, analysts were warning that a crash will come anytime soon. So that brings us to today. The market has fallen by over 20%. Is it the bottom yet? Maybe, maybe not. Only Fat God knows. So it's hard to tell when to DCA and when to lump sum. That's why Warren Buffett Gong Gong tells us to just DCA instead. In Vanguard study that I showed you just now, even though lump sum investing beats DCA 2 out of 3 times, the truth is that it only beats by about 2.3% more. That's all. In another study by Schwab, they found that from 2001 to 2020, lump sum investing only beat DCA by a tiny amount. Even though lump sum investing gives a higher return, DCA is recommended because it takes away the emotional part of investing. Market up, you feel happy, you DCA. Market down, you sad, you still DCA. So simple. And because you split the money to invest over a longer period, you won't feel so bad when the dip gets deeper. Then, some people like to time the market. They be like, market is going down, I'm going to buy right at the bottom. Sure you can. There's 2 extreme outcomes if you try to time the market. You either time it perfectly or you time it wrongly. Not surprisingly, Schwab found that perfect timing will give you the best returns most of the time, and bad timing will give you super bad returns. On top of that, JP Morgan found that if you try to time the market and miss the 10 best days out of a 20-year period, your returns will drop by more than half. Just think about that. Miss just 10 best days and you will already be called a donkey. Miss 30 best days, your return will be less than 1% already. That's why experts suggest DCA, because with DCA, you avoid timing the market and you minimize regret when you bought it at the wrong time. But wait, there's more. I wanted to find out if there's any way to improve on DCA. And as it turns out, there's actually a way. In a study, someone proposed something called Enhanced Dollar Cost Averaging, or EDCA. EDCA is similar to DCA, where you invest consistently. But the difference is, if the market is going down, you increase the amount that you invest. On the other hand, if the market is going up, you reduce the amount that you invest. For example, let's say if you normally invest 1K a month, if the market goes down, the next time you invest 1.2K. And if it goes down more, you invest 1.4K and so on. The opposite is true. If the market goes up, you reduce the amount that you invest. They tested this on the S&P 500 between 1926 to 2008, 100 largest mutual funds, Nasdaq Composite, and Dow Jones Industrial Average. And here's what they found. Over 2 years, EDCA outperformed DCA 77% of the time. Over 5 years, outperformed 92% of the time. And over 30 years, 95% of the time. In essence, this strategy follows the be greedy when others are fearful rule. The more it falls, the more you buy. Okay, here's the takeaway. Rather than timing the market and missing the bottom, it's better to lump sum invest or DCA. Lump sum invest gives a higher return over a longer period, especially when S&P 500 and good companies tend to go up over the long term. But if you don't like feeling sad when you accidentally bought at the peak, just DCA instead, where you buy in consistently no matter what happens. Personally, I feel that eDCA might be a better strategy and I'll be trying it out. But which strategy are you using? DCA, lump sum invest, or follow Chicken Genius Koko? Do comment down below and let me know. Like, share, and subscribe as I'll be posting new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.